Tre thot ti, po në mund me telefonin për jo. Në gjonë. Nuk po dëgjoj mirë, edhe njërë? Po. Mirë se gjithë. Po e se për të dhe pyse ta flesh, apo ta flesh edhe? Jo ishte te Udemy, po është me... Tani, kur e hapa fillim ishte me 20%, jo, me 8% ullje. Tani, jo, mirë. Po që se ke, prandaj, se... Nuk e ti mos ke në budget... Okej, se hapa një vet unë, edhe kur e hap vet, vjen prapa i skonto, prandaj. Edhe po matesha ta blija, po tash presja. Po s'po nxitohem atë. Okej, faleminderit. Okej, perfekt.
Besoj se të ngjom edhe nga këto në YouTube. Po. Mos harro që ato që të flasësh dhe ti do dëgjohen. Kështu që
Përshëndetje i live
YouTube-it. Pra vete. Një jam unë, një e ti. Dhe një është i panjohur. Besoj kjo është kamera, okej. Dhe me kamera jemi okej. Tani presim, besoj deri nga në orën 6 do bëhet publikimi i videos që do shpalli gjithë konkursin. Do shpalli konkursit, kriteret gjitha që do kenë ato për të ndjek, edhe çmimet, kryesisht çmimet. Edhe do ketë super çmime këtë vit me sa kam dëgjuar. Që zakonisht çdo vit janë super, po këtë vit nga që është viti i 10, do jenë çmime besoj. Një kategori tjetër. Direkt dalëm shumë qendër në? Po, qendër. Edhe tjetër, presim tani derisa të fillojë, duke pa këtë sfidë që kemi pas vjet. sfida që ka qenë vjetë ka qenë Kinetic Rush, për kemi pas të animacionin gati dhe nëpërmjet këtij animacionit, kësaj hecjes, do krijonim skenat tona tani. Në rastin e kësaj hecjes kemi pas që ne nuk duhet ta ndryshonim lëvizjen në fillim dhe në fund, por në qendër, pra në sekondin 2 dhe 3 dhe 4 mund t'i ndryshonim. Por i rëndësishme ishte që sekondin 1 dhe 5 të ishin të njëjta. Dhe kemi ca punë që janë wow. Ndërkohë që te kjo sfida këtu, puna e parë që e hap gjithë sfidën është puna jonë. Puna e from renderit. Gjithashtu edhe puna e dytë është nga një shqiptar tjetër, Mind Production. Dhe 2 vitet e para që hapin gjithë challenge-in janë tonat. Kjo është e imja. Ndërsa kjo edhe Mind Production është një djalë tjetër nga Tirana, më duket, Enea Muka, është super artist, edhe ai merret me 3D, bën shumë 3D të mira. Sa këto janë punët që kanë bën njerëzit gjatë kohës. Falem pak më para. Ndërkohë, derisa të publikohet sfida e radhës, do jemi këtu në pritje dhe nëse keni pyetje, na shkruani këtu poshtë tek kanali. Jemi me 6 veta live. Gjëti? Se tani nuk po nxën me auto.
Jo më gjohet.
Ja, zani jo nuk do të ngjohet si rregull. Po zani jo të ngjohet. Harrova.
Se kuptoj.
Zani jo të ngjohet sepse kam bllokuar vetëm mikrofonin tim, harrova komplet unë.
Okej.
Ja, na shkruajt Arioni. Si duket, më duket sikur e ke zërin shumë të ulët. Kam zërin e ulët? Oh. Si ka mundësi kam zërin e ulët tonë.
Shikoj një mikrofonin, zgjidhet atë saktin tek ajo, që kam përdor atë. OBS?
Jo, po përdor Streamable.
Shikoj një përzgjedh mikrofonin e kufjeve.
E kam përzgjedh, po më duket kur aktivizoj dhe mikrofonin tek YouTube dhe kur e aktivizoj dhe tek Discordin, duket ndodh ky problemi. Nuk e aktivizoj tek të dyja njëkohësisht. Dhe më ngjo mirë.
Audio. Shumë mirë gjë.
Mezita të dëgjova se po shikoja në paralel video tjetër në YouTube. Okay, po më gjoja me problem prej videos tane. Okay, besoj kjo është tjetër çështje. Okay, kjo ka rëndësi, cilësia jemi okay. Janë tentativat e para të live-eve, kështu që janë tentativat e para të live-eve se kështu do bëjmë gjatë gjithë muajit, besoj nga ora 7 ose 8 e darkës deri në orën 10-11 do jemi gjatë gjithë kohës live, do jetë tip maratone gjatë gjithë muajit, që do kemi vetëm live, duke punu me sinema kryesisht, edhe duke shpresuar që kena pjesëtar tjetër komunitetet të vinë të na bashkohen, të hapin live-et, të hapin një live dhe ato, qofin në një që punon me Blender, në një që punon me 3D Max, ose në një që punon, që program është tjetër. Po, kemi edhe Unreal, është një djalë që punon me Unrealin, një që një fund, pastaj aty mund ketë edhe të tjerë. Kështu që edhe pak, edhe 13 minuta. Edhe këto do jenë testimet e para, ky muaj do jetë vetëm me live, shpresoj mos kemi cilësinë e dobët, do mundohem si jetë cilësinë maksimum. Dhe me shpresa që të kemi live të ndryshme edhe me të ftuar, nuk e di kë duhet të ftojmë një që merret me 3D. Këtu në Shqipëri pa të fjalë që të kuptohemi. Edhe dim të flasim. Tjetër. Që desha të pyesën tjetër. Ka marrë njëri pjesë tek sfida e vitit që kaloi? Tek Kinetic Rush?
Unë jo për vetë.
Ti s'ke marrë pjesë? Po... Më duket vetëm mund a ideali kemi marrë pjesë, e ne jam muka. E ne. Ndërsa 2 vite më para ka marrë pjesë të Donald... Ja harrova emrin. Donald, një shqiptar tjetër, dhe ai arriti vendin e tretë. Ai arriti tek...
Qa 3 vendet, 3 shqiptarët, i pari, 2 i treti?
Jo, nga gjithë bota tek sfidat e Pwmisher, ky Donaldi arriti vendin e tretë. Nga gjithë bota, do të thënë nga 4200 dorëzime më duket që kishte. Nga 4200 dorëzime, ky doli në vend tretë, bashkë me ca talenta të tjerë të Hollywoodit. Jo të Hollywoodit, po të këtyre, të... Çka ka emrin këta? Po të Hollywoodit. Harrova komplet. Ja, e bukur e këtyre sfidave është që shef kreativitete nga më të çuditshme. Edhe pse disa punë nuk janë super cilësore, po ajo që shef është të manitshme si tysh. Botat, ideet, edhe ke dhe goxha frymëzim ko. Në zakonisht të i shof her mas here, por biles tani që do bëhemi gati për sfidën e radhës, që deri diku i kemi 2 hintet vogla. Për sfidën e radhës unë do i rishikoj prapë të që të marrë një moment kështu frymëzime.
Po kjo lloj sfide zakonisht e ka në temë këtë vrapimin, apo jo?
Jo. O zot, që po të bogë. Jo. Zakonisht...
Ishte vitë kaluar?
Po, kjo është e vitë kaluar. Zakonisht të jep një tematikë, edhe në tematikë të do krijosh botën tënde. Për shembull, 10 ka qenë para... Ky e bë 2 herë në vit, një në shkurt edhe një në gusht. Endless. Për shembull, në 2023 ka qenë kjo. Makina, ja, këtu ka pas gati 4280 artistë Destin Giant 3D Renders në 2023 dhe në fillon e montazhit të collection. Okej, kjo çan nga top 100 shë.
Na, kjo duket interesante edhe shoh.
Kjo ka qenë me makinat, që të jep një makinë Pwmisher edhe ti pastaj do e bësh dhe modelosh të dushti. Zakonisht janë formate landscape, por më duket këtë vit do e bëje me format Reels ose TikTok-u. Edhe këtë vit më duket se do e bëje në format Reels. Shpresoj mos gabohem. Në qoftë se shohim profilin e Pwmisher, kanë nxjerr 2 video që do hidhen në orën 18. Dhe thanë pas 10 minutash. Kjo është video që do prezantoj sfidën, ndërsa kjo këtu është live që do filloj fix në orën 6 edhe live. Dhe nga thumbnail kuptohet që është diçka me një hapësirë çuditshme në toksore, po që dhe shohim. Edhe këtu i pas animacionet gati, 1, 2, 3 që duhen nga këtu, 3 animacionet e gatshme. Pastaj nuk i diet, mund të ketë, mund të lejoja edhe që ne të vendosim animacionet tona. Nuk i diet. Dhe sfida quhet Cham'S, besoj, që tjetë.
Po ky Pwmisher është kanal YouTube apo është diçka tjetër?
Ky është një nga pak artistë që njihet si 3D generalist. Pra që merret me gjitha aspektet e fushës 3D. Edhe duhet të ketë marrë pjesë në disa filma si artist 3D dhe është youtuber, njëkohësisht ka qenë edhe pjesë e ekipit të Corridor Crew. Besoj që sa njihni ato. Edhe pastaj u nda nga Corridor Crew dhe krijoi kanalin e vet, me këto ka 1.3 milion subscribers dhe organizon të sfida 2 herë në vit.
Ose shkëri nga ata që kanë atë flip normal, apo i kush ka flip?
Fal?
Ose shkëri një nga ata që kanë atë flip normal.
Edhe mund të jetë një nga ata, por gjithë ato kanë kanalet e tyre personale. Edhe zakonisht ndërveprojnë me njëri tjetrin. Cham'S ka pak a shumë përkthehet në thirrja e gremines nga apo gropës, po. Na flip normals që 2 persona të tjerë thonë të në YouTube. Erioni.
Okay.
Okej. Atëherë sfida që nga thirrja e gropës. Sa çuditshme ata ta nxjerr mirë pastaj çfarë thotë këtu me atë thirrjen e gropës.
Call of the Void i thonë në anglisht.
Void, okej. E kjo ka bërë Cham'S. Ka. Çuditshme.
Nuk e di ke ndjerë të Call of the Void kur je në një vend shumë lart. Ke frikë të afrohesh se ke frikë se ajo është ajo Call of the Void. Tu testoj veten do të cepë pas vetë. Kjo është.
Diçka të ngjashme paska po. Ja. Sa i natë nuk kam hyrë ke top 100 vjet. Dua ta një vend besoj se e meritoja këtu. Edhe pse pra kur çat sa punën, një natyrë tjetër, një nivel tjetër. Ja për shembull këtu mund të kisha hyrë këtu në vend të asaj. Në kjo është
Okej, një mile në voice chat.
Po, besoj dhonë që është frymzuar nga të Made in Abyss.
Këto me makina shumë origjinale. Shumë interesant.
E ke patë anime në Made in Abyss? Made in Abyss.
Se kam bërë.
Okej, është një anime që ekziston një grop e thellë në planet edhe këto zhyten. Unë fakt vetëm 3 episodet e para kam pa, nuk më tërru që shumë, por që duhet ta shoh tani, u pa puna. Edhe këto në fillim nisi një anime shumë e qetë, pa shumë kështu, edhe thonë që në fund vjen e bëhet gjithmonë më dark, gjithmonë më errët si anime. Pse po shkon gjithmonë më thellë në Abyss.
Ja, mund të tjetër Saint Seiya, Tiger Man.
Ajo.
Aty rrion.
Ja, ato bako që ato janë shekullit zitëshë.
Pa, aty qëndrojnë.
E 55 dhe 5 minuta. E si po pres. Edhe pse deri tani e kuptova pak tematikën, por presim si do shpjegoj se do jetë lëvizja e kamerës, se lëvizja e kamerës kryesisht është ajo që do ndikoj shumë. Mael, mirë se erdhe. Kemi edhe Maelin në...
Ne më të thash.
Nuk e ngjova. Kemi edhe Maelin në mbështetjen e Discordit. Në qoftë se ju donit do merrni pjesë te ky konkurs, jeni të lirë ta përdorni kanalin e Pwmishrit që të bani tutoriale, gjithashtu edhe live-et, punoni live me njëri tjetrin, që të krijojmë ide sa më origjinale. Nëse doni imani sekret, nëse doni e mund ta shpallni idenë që tani, që ide mund bani.
Po sa kohë ka që punosh, që na...
Ke një muaj fiks, nga momenti i shpalljes tani në orën 6 deri në 8 mars në orën 6. Nga shkurt mars po. E 8 mars. Dhe për aq pastaj fiks mbas një jave do bëhet shpallja e 100 testarëve më të mirë dhe pastaj bëhet all render. Edhe pikë kryesore të këto vlerësimet nuk janë vetëm aftësitë tuaja, se ka njerëz që janë në të njëjtin nivel, janë njerëz që janë meritojnë më shumë se 100 veta, ke parasysh, të hyjnë në top 100. Por vlerësohet kryesisht edhe originaliteti. Ai elementi wow, ke parasysh që të bën ta habitesh. Ja për shembull, kjo me Super Mario në Super. Po. Ai atë vlerëson. Elementin që ty të bat thysh wow. Por kryesisht edhe një element tjetër pas kësaj është edhe historia, storyboardi. Vlerësohet jashtëzakonisht shumë çfarë do të tregosh ti në këto 5 sekonda, kush është situata. Ke parasysh. Ja, ky me këtë gaforën e madhe. Të bëjë që pa ndjek policia dhe do të shpëtoje. Edhe kjo gjithashtu fik me një Ford Mustang ku i largohet asaj.
Kjo duhet si vizatur me dorë.
Pa. Por që ka shumë njerëz që janë 3D generalist që bashkojnë shumë teknika të ndryshme. Shumë teknika të ndryshme.
Do marrësh pjesë ti në dritë, po marrë qatë.
Jep, sa po publikoj tek Discordi Pwmisher. Ja të shohin që thotë event. Ja ku e hedhi. So you have submitted, okay, jo, nuk është kjo announcement. Our 10th 3D Community Challenge live set everyone, come join the fun, okay. Që nga për live t'japën dhe në një zjarë. Tjetër që t'japën, kena në i gjokë në këtu më dhenë. Po japim të qenë këtu. Okej, jo. Jep, sa po naftojnë e live. Me shumë mundësi do ketë fillu kjo. Jo, akoma direkt në orën 8. Qanë gjithë duke prej... Pse s'pas a vendos muzikë kjo? Okej. Besoj nuk do njëse fix kësë, do le pak ko që ne të shofim... Do në le pak ko që ne të shofim... Video e prezentimit. Ora 6 fix tani të diku. Refresh. Ja, për 2 minuta fillet. Jep, ja ku erdhe dhe njeftimi. Të bëjmë një restart kësaj da. Kjo ende nuk u hap. Wait, notify on. Po. Ja.
Thotë Erioni atë me celularin e vjetër e lash për gjys. Ai është temë shumë e bukur.
Po shto?
Erioni në chat YouTube.
Erion, falë. Mi kanë blokuar njoftimet. E le për gjys. Pse e le për gjys? E fitoj maili me atë mail. Akoma nuk ta kam kalu që fatkeqësisht. Por që do ta kaloj. Po unë do marrë pjesë më tek sfida, po tjetër. Unë kam refuzu 3 projekte deri tani vetëm të marrë pjesë tek sfida. Sa bukur pas apo profesionale komplet. 5, 4, 3. Hajde çuna, fitof më mirë.
Kjo është standarde e YouTube-ut.
Nuk e di, por çfarë shumë. Okej. Ja ta them, të shoh çfarë thon.
What started as just a way to pass the time during COVID has transformed into a bi-yearly crucible for digital artists and an ultimate showcase of your imagination. Today marks the beginning of a new challenge, a new chance for us to learn and grow together. Regardless of where you're from, what program you use, or how long you've used it, it's time for our 10th 3D Community Challenge, Cham'S Call. The Chasm challenges you to put your unique spin on its provided 5-second template. Now the rules are simple. Your submission must follow our provided template. You gotta place a character on the provided foreground shelf. You must create a sense of depth. 1 submission per artist, 1 artist per submission. Follow the tech specs, no generative AI, and submit by the evening of March 9th. You'll have 30 days to build your digital world, and what happens afterwards is in fate's hands. Because on Friday, March 21st, there'll be a live unveiling of the chosen ones, the top 100 artists, revealed to you by our guest judges, Visual and the man of the people, Fabricio. Now, we've uncovered a long-lost website transmitting information specific to Cham'S Call, like the challenge template, a Discord server full of passionate artists, a list of key dates, FAQs, and rules, and an archive of free software to any artist who answers the call this month. We can't embark on this quest empty-handed, so let's gear up for the journey ahead. Marvelous Designer is offering their support to all artists this month and unlocking their software for us free of charge. Marvelous Designer is the industry standard for designing and simulating your digital wardrobe. It's been used by the best of the best to bring 3D characters to life and even simulate creations outside of the box. A lot of you used Marvelous Designer on our last challenge and the results really stood out. In their latest update, they've improved their advanced GPU simulation, added trim simulations, and improved quad remeshing. Action VFX is lending their hand for the next 30 days. Now, for almost a decade, Rudy and the team have been creating the world's largest VFX stock library. They've amassed an archive of 12,000 plus assets, from explosions, dirt blasts, fog, muzzle flashes, and tons more. And they've compiled a free asset pack for us to use during the challenge. You can find the promo code and the relevant link down in the description. Jenga Effects is back again to give us their Elemental Suite free of charge. That means you're using EmberGen, GeoGen, and LiquidGen to bring your renders to life. And Fox Render Farm is firing up their servers and giving all artists here $50 toward their cloud rendering service using the code FOXRENDER, and another $25 to new registrants. Regardless of your computer specs or software of choice, Fox Render Farm is here to supercharge our render times. The Cham'S Call is no simple task. So to the top 100 artists who go above and beyond this month, a special bunch of prizes has been set aside in your honor. Starting with Kitbash 3D, they're bestowing upon you 1 world-building kit of your choice between Neo Shanghai, Sci-Fi Industrial, Wasteland, Favelas, and Goliath, which you can import into your favorite 3D program using Cargo, Kitbash's asset management software. They're gifting any artist here 20% off any kit or $100 off of Cargo Pro, which gives you immediate access to their 20,000 plus premium 3D assets that stretch across a variety of imaginative genres. CG Pro, the premier online CG school for live film and game courses, is going to give you 90 days to their inner circle, a weekly gathering of industry artists that meet for secret masterclasses and seminars in order to sharpen their skills. I'll be hosting an inner circle session myself later this quarter, so I hope to see you there. And they're offering a site-wide 20% off discount to any artist who wants to take the next step. Kaft, the Turkish design brand, is not only letting you choose your favorite shirt from their site, but giving one of the top 100 artists $1,000 and the chance for their Cham'S Call render to be made into a t-shirt. Just like this one from Lassie Bessling. Head on over to their website, grab some challenge merch. Marvelous Designer is gonna give the top 100 60 days access to their glorious software and 1 artist the Marvelous Award, where they'll win $300 and be praised across the Marvelous Designer channels for all time. Fox Render Farm is giving the top 100 $100 to their cloud rendering services. And finally, Jenga Effects is giving the top 100 another 60 days of their Elemental Suite. Among the chosen ones, there'll be 5 artists who go the furthest. A vault of riches will be open to you, and inside, the 5th place artists will find a Deco Pro Gen 2 artist drawing tablet from XP Pen with 16,000 levels of pen pressure and a glossy paper finish. The Deco Pro drawing tablet will not only unlock your creative potential, but protect your brittle wrist bones for years to come. They also want you to choose the tablet size that works best for you. Grayscale Gorilla is also joining Chasm's call and providing the 5th place winner with 90 days toward Grayscale Gorilla Plus, which taps into their library of 5,000 plus fully assembled materials, textures, HDRIs, and 3D models. Their all-new Grayscale Gorilla Studio app makes it easy to find your favorite assets and transfer them to the program of your choice in a single click. They're also offering the top 100 artists 25% off site-wide. Fox Render Farm has given you $400 toward their cloud rendering service. And from Action VFX, you're getting one of their very comfy t-shirts, as well as one variety pack, which is a themed pack of VFX assets just for you. From Rococo, the motion capture company, they're gonna give you a year of Rococo Pro, which unlocks suitless motion capture with Rococo Vision. Stream directly into Rococo Studio and retarget your characters after capture. Rococo's also running an insane deal right now. You can get up to 40% off mocap gear by checking out their indie bundles, and if you use the code Pwmisher5, you can get an additional 5% off. Kitbash 3D is giving you a year of Cargo Pro. Jenga Effects is giving you a perpetual license to their Elemental Suite, plus a year of maintenance. Caft is throwing you $250 to anything on their site. That's jackets, shirts, pants, socks, bags, beanies, and any of the other premium wares on their site. And finally, Marvelous Designer is giving that 5th place artist 1 year of their Marvelous Designer license. Now the 4th place winner gets everything from 5th place, but with a few tweaks. Fox Render Farm is upping you to $500, and Action VFX is giving you 2 of their variety packs. And the 3rd place winner gets everything from 4th, but a year of Grayscale Gorilla Plus, $600 to the Fox Render Farm, and on top of 3 variety packs from Action VFX, you're getting their annual Essentials plan, unlocking 3,000 plus essential stock elements hand-picked from their main asset library. Download 20 assets per day and up to 6K resolution in ProRes, EXR, and Red RAW formats. And those assets you download are licensed to you forever. Rococo is going to send you your choice of their iOS-based head rig or their Android-based head cam, which comes with a mounted lightweight 60 FPS camera, and it even has a dimmable light for nighttime capture, both of which are used to make facial capture a breeze. XP Pen is empowering you with their Gen 2 Artist Pro 16-inch 2.5K drawing display. It comes packed with their signature 16,000 levels of pen pressure, an X remote for efficient control over your display, a pen, pen accessories, and a built-in foldable stand. And CG Pro is giving the 3rd place winner 6 months of the Inner Circle. 2nd place gets everything from 3rd, but $700 from Fox Render Farm, a year of the Inner Circle from CG Pro, 4 variety packs from Action VFX, and from HTC. You're getting their all-new Vive Focus Vision, offering all-in-one XR wireless PC VR and built-in eye tracking. This headset offers 5K untethered VR experiences as well as tools to expand your 3D art. You can design in mixed reality with their high-res full-color pass-through cameras and bring virtual objects into your physical scene. They're also sending you 5 of their brand new Ultimate Trackers for a total of 8-point full-body VR tracking. That means your hands, your feet, your elbows, your hips and head are all accurately mapped in virtual reality to make gaming and VR chat much more immersive. These full-body trackers are self-tracking and don't require base stations. And to top it off, they're also hooking you up with their face tracker to capture your mouth movements during VR chat. Huge shout outs to Vive for joining us again for our 10th challenge. Rococo is sending you a pair of their smart gloves for real-time hand and finger tracking, boosting the quality of your suitless motion capture and beyond. You're also getting a year of Rococo Pro, which includes access to Rococo Vision. And XP Pen is swapping that 16-inch for the 19-inch Gen 2 Artist Pro drawing display. It's got a 4K color-accurate Ultra Vision display and all the sweet mods like the X remote, the pen, accessories, and more. And to the artist who is called the furthest, on top of everything from 3rd, an upgraded $800 from Fox Render Farm, and 2 years of the Inner Circle from CG Pro, Rococo is giving you their grand prize, a full performance capture bundle, complete with a Smart Suit Pro 2 for high fidelity body capture, the smart gloves for hand and finger tracking, and your choice between either of their head rigs. You're also winning a Coil Pro, Rococo's magical box that acts as a ground truth for your suit, making for the highest fidelity performance capture results. And from Action VFX, you're getting all 5 variety packs, the annual Essentials plan, and their grand prize, a 60 credit plus plan to be spent on any asset site-wide. And finally, from XP Pen, they're sending you their Artist Pro 24-inch 2K QHD certified color accurate drawing display, complete with 165 Hz refresh rate, 2 styles of 16K pressure level pens, and a wireless shortcut remote for efficient control. So I'm live streaming right now. Come on over. We're going to get you all started. We'll go to the Chasm's Call website together. We'll download the starter files. I'll answer any questions that you have because I'm going to be making art with you. It's going to be awesome. Let's do this. Peace.
Ato që kërkove dhe ti. Sa lekët I kanë? Lek kanë të shok, po. S'kena ne.
Ky ka sponsor.
Po, sponsor, krejt. Paktën nga 3-4 milion lek I kanë bërë gjithë secili sponsor. Tani, si futem ke live I këtij? Kush ka live I këtij? Now live in here. Okej, kjo nuk çanga.
Shiko te description ndoshta.
Çanga dhe 4 minuta, 5. Atëherë presim 5 minuta, shkojt marrë në kanal qone, edhe shifemi për 5 minuta, besoj. Po, për 5 minuta. Opa, fika pa dashje, vetë kisha fikte. Ikë muzika.
Unë YouTube I dytë.
Si u duken deri tani? Tani me 99% gjithë templaten do të jetë të poshtë. Për ato që nuk e din, do të keni templaten gati këtu poshtë. With an single star in Discord, super chat data in Discord, free for the month, sponsor, challenge discount, resource. Okej, këtu ka resource, këtu do të jetë. Vazhdo design, jo, s'është kjo. Print assets, jo, tools, my rig, ka mundësi dhe tjetë kjo. Apo jo, gëpu. Ku është jo? Ndoshta I ka poshtë videos atëherë poshtë short lives.
been 5 years.
Atëherë, kjo këtu poshtë Visit Landing, Sponsor, Challenge, Discount, Resources, nështë mund tjetë kjo? Link, Print, Assets, My Rig. Qa është kjo? Jo, nuk qa nga kjo. Limited Edition. Ja ka ide njëri se ku është? Jo, nuk e shoh.
E gjeta unë.
Ku është? Ku është? Visit the Landing
rrugës e
Page
mbaj
to get
mend,
started.
po
Besoj
bravo,
kjo do
e,
tjetë pra e para. E pra mor me se hapi direkt website këtu. Këtu është video prezantuese. Këtu janë rregullat, submissions, place, character, get started now.
E kete chati, shtypat e download template.
Prit tash. Ke chati theti, ja?
Shtyp chat në Discordit.
E ka
Te
shpërndak.
Te Joni.
Okej, na dërgove ti. Okej, zjarr. Po, një të gjatë që nga hap. Okej. Shumë bukur.
Jepi ka... Po nëjse. Jepi get started edhe dela download template.
Download template, okej, qarë këtu. Zjarr. Shkencë.
Ja,
Shkencën vete. Ta shohim mirë që është ky template download. Not interested. Çanga shumë 40 mega çanga. Atë hapim edhe këtu live-in që të shohim live-in e këtij. Se do ketë filluar tani besoj.
Fabricio is judging you guys this time. Very excited for that. We're gonna have Fabricio on here throughout the month as we do these live streams together. I know I'm forgetting somebody. I'm always forget somebody. My boy Christian helping me out as well on the challenge team. Who am I forgetting? Forgetting somebody. We got most everybody there, I think. Hey, thanks for coming down. Thanks for coming down. I really appreciate it. Art,
Atëherë këtu
appreciate that
kemi
super chat.
templates.
Good times. We got
Si
card
e ma
drawing.
në real Maya Blender këtë vit, se
Stretch?
pas ta
All right,
vendos
I'll do a
3D
little
Max.
stretch for you, man. I appreciate that. I need it. Like I was saying, it's
Ata
been
shoh mirë si është kjo.
a hectic month getting all this stuff. I've been through so many challenge ideas to try and find the one, the perfect one for you, and the most exciting one, right? So it was a long night last night.
Okay.
Get everything prepped. Oh boy. But I'm just happy to be here. No, you're not missing anything.
Nuk e di,
guys.
shifni template-in ja si çanga.
We got in the template. There's
Nga
no FTX in the template
2014
right now, but
vendos
don't
ka.
worry. On the Discord side of things, we'll
Shive,
be
shive,
updating
shive.
and whatnot. We'll also package some stuff up and keep the stuff updated for you as y'all need your stuff. We don't want to leave anyone behind on this, all right?
Yes,
So
nuk çanga ne gjatë këtë vit.
we got you. We got you. So we got a Discord server, as you all know, and the challenge team right now is launching the channels currently. So the Chasms call
Mirë, nuk
public
çanga gjë kështu.
channels on the Discord side of
Ta
things
shohim pastaj.
should be
Shohim
live
që na thot ky
right
herë.
now. I'm looking. Yeah, it looks like it should be live. So any announcements we got, we'll be posting right up in there. But there's a website too. Sotomonte, do we want to switch over to this website and get people started on this thing? Yeah. So right here, once you hop into the site, and by the way, y'all, I don't know if you know, but there was a teaser that launched about a week ago, and Folio single-handedly built this mastermind puzzle. It's like a 10-stage puzzle, and it was involved, but y'all solved it as a community in 24 hours and unlocked the challenge name and everything. It was incredible. He had a really good time, just hours, staying up for hours watching y'all solve that. So that's super cool. Shout outs to Folio for killing it. He's really helped us level up these challenges with the websites and whatnot. So you can see, boom, we got starter files for you to download right here. Boom, that's gonna take you to get started page where you can download the template. I'm gonna walk you guys through that in a second here. You're probably already ahead of me, knowing you guys. And then we got all of our free for the month stuff here. So we got the Elemental Suite from Jenga, Marvelous Designer is free, Fox Render Farm is free. So if you guys need to, you know, if you need to boost your rig and you don't have enough render juice, then you can use Fox Render Farm. We got some promo codes and whatnot. from CG Pro and from Makoko, and then we also have an action VFX pack of some stock elements for you to use in your renders. So, let us see. Where do we want to start? Where do you all want to start? It's good to see you guys, by the way. It's been a minute. I have been, yeah, since the last challenge at the Pompeii video, I've been out. That's the longest break I've taken from my channel since I came back 5 years ago. And I just hadn't posted a video.
Ja, men vi lägger den här.
You know, I got a little burnt out. You know, just going too hard in a short amount of time, and I had to take a break, and I did a lot of chilling, and also I did a lot of
Very,
very fun.
Yep.
I'm learning how that side of things is going. And,
Por që duhet.
I don't know, maybe you'll see a second channel at some point. Maybe you won't even know it's me. I'm gonna keep it secret.
Ne, unë dhe ky kemi
But
tani problem
I've been enjoying making music and whatnot, so that's been really cool, and it's actually been helping me with the art side of things. It's been a lot of fun.
Këtë vit prisja në gjama
Haven't
kështu.
done one since
Ka qenë më e
Internet
bukur
Jams,
ajo e
time to
radhës
come back.
fundit.
the
E
10th
Kinetic
one
Rush.
was a good time.
Dhe sa kjo.
Come back.
Kjo s'm duket
Ua,
e
e me
gjatë
makinë.
shumë.
It's an important
Ajo me
one, special
makina
one.
pëlqeu
And I'm
shumë
doing
edhe
it.
ato
I'm gonna
submission
be making art
shumë.
alongside you this month. I'm gonna finish
Gjithsesi,
something cool.
te edhe në ide
Jo,
ty që më
right
thon.
now,
Sa më
plan is
shumë
to make an
restriction,
intro title
ka
sequence.
aq më shumë
to
me
the
stimulon
top 100
kreativitetin.
Besoj se po.
That's the
Jo,
the
mua
goal
ajo
that I
më
want
kujtoi
to,
kështu një gjoft edhe
tackle
Griffin.
this time around.
Ta
E,
And I'm
vjetë.
gonna do it with
I can
with a
para
special
edhe-
guest. So,
Dhe Griffin, Family Guy.
Po,
I
po,
don't want to
s'jam
announce
pa.
it yet,
Kur
but
ishte,
you'll see very soon.
ishte
I'm gonna
ky
be
Peter
teaming
dhe
up
Lois,
with another artist here.
edhe
building
erdhen
an intro
ca
title sequence.
erdhen ca komshinj, ca
Very fun.
nuk
Very
di.
excited for that.
Po.
Edhe si që era një gjë ati nuk
Shall we take a look at this
Edhe
template
ul
and
për
take
ta
a look
marrë
at the
ata
rules? Let's do that.
thot Peter Loisit, Lois mos
Right
shifin
away,
theusi.
I think we'll be
Well.
starting to get some ideas. What is this?
Drejt.
What's going on here?
E drejt.
Let's
E
skip.
drejt.
Anyway,
Jo, më fal një sekondë. Okej, u hapshi çu sot.
let's start with cinema. Boom, boom, boom.
Çfarë?
And you'll notice, I guess the first
Opa,
thing
kemi
you'll
edhe një
notice is
tjetër që s'ja lexo dot emrin.
camera move, all that good
Kinezi.
stuff. We got the rules up in here.
Mirë se erdha
Let's just go
kinet.
through them briefly. The first thing here you guys need to do
Ky
is follow
template
the
i këtë vit
template. And a lot of you already know.
nuk e di,
what's
nuk
going on
po
with
më
the
duket
channel.
në gjë.
For those of you who
Ka qenë më
don't know,
bukur vjet, prisa më të
there's a
bukur.
ton of people in the Discord server who can help you and help
Ju
guide
gjeneroj
you
në
in a
ide
long
që
way
tani
with
kjo?
your questions. So
Kjo më kujton atë
if you're not a part
skenën
of the Discord
në
server,
film me Wolverine që
please
si
go over there. It's free.
Deadpool.
and
Tek
it's
ai
just such a
filmi
better way
Wolverine.
to build art
Ja.
and do these
Ah,
challenges
po, ai se është majt centralit.
than just
Bravo.
alone.
Di,
ajo
ne
është
mu,
e
yourself.
ajo më kujton shumë, po
It's really fun. It's really fun.
nuk e di
Um,
të jep shumë atë ndjesinë. As të
Going
puno
through these
mikrofoni.
things,
Okej.
You gotta
Pa
follow
problem.
the template. So what is the template? Well, if
Eh,
you look in here, there's a
Po,
folder called
se
template.
di, po
Do
më jep
not
shumë
touch,
atë
don't touch it.
hidhur nga
And that
pallati,
is going to be like the camera, basically. And this
por besoj mund
foreground
gjenerojmë një
shelf.
ide më të
Now, the
bukur.
foreground shelf, we need you to incorporate that into your render somehow. So they can be standing on a concrete ledge, like on the edge of a dam. or
Okej,
something,
karakteri
or they
këtë
can be
vit nuk
standing
qa nga
on
i
observation
animuar,
deck
kështu
up
që
in space, but you just need
mund
that
shtesh,
shape.
mund
That
vesh
shape
një
is
animacion
important.
tonin që
That's why it
dushti
says don't
e
touch,
para,
but
po duhet
replace.
vendos aty.
You're gonna replace it. You're gonna incorporate that into your art. Into
You
your
must
scene.
create a sense of depth. Okej,
Can
do
I
të më
get
kriju
rid of
atë
the shelf
ndjesinë.
and do it like that? No, you can't. You have to include that shelf. Right? That's why
Okej,
it's
o
in the do not
dash ka
touch
dhe ky
folder.
brezi këtu.
You want to replace it with your own creation. Okay.
Mund ta zëvendësojmë, por
Template,
duhet
right?
aty.
That's the template. Now we have this other folder, examples and idea starters.
One submission
And,
për aty,
um,
one submission.
You know,
One artist
right,
për submission,
if this
okay.
was turned off, it'd be like, I don't know what this is. And
You must follow
you
the
wouldn't believe
technical
me
specifications,
you
see
how
website,
close
No
we were to
generative
launching
AI.
this as the template.
and submit by March
So,
9, okay.
Here we go. Yeah. Rule number 2: place a character on the provided foreground shelf. So, does your character have to be in that spot? No, not at all. Just put them somewhere. Place at least one character on that foreground
Shife,
shelf.
mund ta
They can be
vendosësh
sitting
edhe një
there, they
një
can be
diku aty.
standing, they can be standing, then they can jump in. You know, many different ways that you can go about that. You can have more
Kujton
than one
një
character on
një
there, of
foto
course, of
është
course.
një pallat I madh brutalist.
Ja,
Edhe është si krater.
Okay.
Let's see.
Ja, më fal
Dritare.
I'm gonna go through this and
Desha me
I'll
ngju
any
pak këtë
questions you
pjesën.
have. I see we got some questions.
Ah, okay.
Për
Rule number
karakterin.
3, you gotta create a sense of depth. So that just
Okay,
means,
kjo s'ka rëndësi.
right, we're looking
Me
down
grua ta
into
thellësi se
something.
ai ke karakteri dhe shë me
It
mendu,
can
a
be
mund ta
like
animoj, a
tube.
mund ta
If we
le
shrink it
statik,
down,
apo
it can
duhet ta
be,
ashtu.
you know, this still counts. This is still the sense of depth that we're going for. You know, you can have a landscape down here, right? That's a sense of depth. If you have just a valley down there or something, there needs to be depth. What it can't be is like just a beach, right? And this foreground shelf is the sand,
Okay.
and the water is, you know, the negative space.
Okay.
There's no depth there unless you do it in an interesting way where there is depth and we can see like deep down into the water or something.
Okay.
That's the idea we're trying to go with here. So no, you don't have to just do a tube like this. Like every render doesn't have to be this right here. It just needs to have some sense of depth. Rule number 3. What else we got here? We got another example here. Like maybe that's a planet. I don't know. Or a giant bubble. Who knows? Who knows what it is?
Sa më dha një ide të bukur për I planet kjo mu.
Let's see. Rule number 4, yeah, only no team submissions, okay? So only one artist per submission, one submission per artist. Follow the tech specs. What are the tech specs? Well, let's find out. Let's go to the website. The C website. So let's go to the website and scroll down and guidelines, rules, tech specs. Hey, there we go. So you want 24 frames per second. You want a resolution of, it's basically like widescreen 80 or widescreen 4K. Either or, no in between resolutions. It makes it really tricky when trying to like judge and everything. 120 frames, you know, MP4 or MOV, basic file types, basic codecs, under 100 megabytes. That's it. Those are the tech specs.
Okay.
The
That's
real
the job
important ones
we're
here: 24 FPS, 120 frames, that resolution. Some people, you know, submit some janky file types and they don't work in DaVinci, and even I can't even convert them, and I don't have the time to screen capture them all. So make sure you follow these tech specs. It's important if you want to get into these montages. So that's the tech spec side of things. No generative AI this time. 0. Absolutely none. We don't want to see a single generated pixel on your screen in your submission. I will remove it from the submission, from the montage, and throw it in the dumpster. I'm just kidding. I won't throw it in the dumpster. That's mean. But don't use generative AI. This is an art challenge. This is not a prompt challenge, okay? What else? Can you use AI to help you generate ideas? I guess we can't enforce that. We can't stop you on that one, you know. But I don't want to see any generated models. I don't want to see any generated textures. Like, come on, guys. We have enough sponsors giving out free stuff this time around. You shouldn't have to do that. Then yeah, just submit by March 9th at midnight. There's like a time zone shift, right? So it goes PST the night before, and then it switches over to Pacific Daylight Time. It's dumb, all right? I get it, but we'll be letting you know about that and giving you heads ups along the way. So why he says it doesn't loop? It doesn't loop. It doesn't loop. It doesn't need to loop. It doesn't need to loop.
Oh,
Does
okay.
Boss Fight loop? Boss Fight doesn't really loop. No, Infinite Journeys kind of loops with like the window being there. This loops in the sense that the foreground shelf is gonna loop. So if I take the character away, and that's why the foreground shelf is like a do not touch situation. Let's see. Remove the character, remove the rules. Right, so basically the foreground shelf will loop. The first and last frame of the foreground shelf is basically the same, right? And if I turn off shading, you can see it's basically the same, right? So that's the idea. Is that foreground shelf is going to be like the unifying move. The camera move will be there. So when we put all your renders together, you know, it's gonna be within this kind of template, within this ballpark right here.
Edhe kjo përdorja o dashurojt. Këtë do ta pas kujdes. Karakteri që nga mirë këtë vit që mund ta animosh si dush vetë, lë si dush vetë, s'pas nevojë fare për mi bë shtesa.
Hit me with any questions.
Vetëm po gjetet në karakter të veçantë kështu edhe do ishte
if you
cool.
have anything on the rules, the FAQs, etc. And by the way, the website has FAQs. Please read them. Down yonder. I mean, look at the top there here. FAQs. Here we go. We got challenge specific ones. We got tools. We got submission. General. You know, it's all categorized, right? Looking good.
Okay, pas some next done.
How to import the camera into Unreal? I mean, you shouldn't have to because the Unreal file is, you know, already.
Po, për ato që përdorin Unrealin e pasën në kamerë gati.
Right. So if you go into Unreal,
Content.
you're gonna, when you open it, this is what you're gonna see, right? And I believe this is 5.3. Yeah, this is 5.3.
Facebook 3.
You're gonna open the template, and then you're gonna have animations, and you're gonna have that level sequence. Open that up, click that camera, and boom, we got our template right here. Good to go. Shout outs to Sypo for making the Unreal template. Let's get that cinematic viewport going, up in perspective, cinematic viewport. Let's loop it on the right here. Get that play button going. Okay, answering your questions on this template. KK says, can the character be doing something while looking into the chasm? Absolutely, of course.
Yes,
of course.
Disha,
Belly, does the character have to be close to the hole, or can they be closer to the camera? They just got to be on that foreground shelf. They got to be somewhere on that foreground shelf. They can come into it, they can intro in, they can exit it, but they got to spend their time mostly on that foreground shelf. Moby Dick, how much of the scene can be assets versus custom made stuff? It could be all assets if you want. However you want to create, that's fine.
Okay,
does the shelf have to remain that shape? Generally, yes. You can put guardrails up and you can build it out to have like monitors and stuff like this. Think of it like this, right? Our first challenge, I don't know if we have any people here from our first challenge. Can I remember the name? Parallel Dimension. Is it Parallel Dimensions? I think so. So we had that mountain. The mountain was the unifying shape back there. This is a great example to bring up visual weight. And if I'm not mistaken, Visual, who actually won our very first challenge. He's also one of our judges this time around, and a huge integral member of the challenge team. He built out a list of resources for you guys on the Discord side of things, and I believe he has some definitions to what visual weight is. Because this is what we're talking about. We're talking about the visual weight. We're talking about maintaining the visual weight of this shelf. Which means, yeah, the shape will change a little bit. You know, if you make it out of bones and guts and, you know, all that skeletons and all this, right? It's not going to be a super clean line. You're going to have a bunch of, you know, but the overall shape is maintained, right? It's called the visual weight. It's just like Infinite Journeys, the window. That was our visual weight element. You needed to maintain
Rian, falls nuk e pasam pa atë mesazhin. So
the whole montage, right? So in your render, it's like don't stray too far from that window shape. In this case, don't stray too far from the shelf shape here.
Këtë template paka shumë atë ide ka.
So there's
Që
some
të gjalli pak atë të lysh me ndryqimin e me fushpamjen.
Like
Por kështu mendova mos do na jepën një animacion sikur na dha 10 animacione të gatshme, të shpejta. Ose në diçka pak më gjallë. Ty shporçën në kjo, varet nga kreativiteti pastaj. Çfarë do bësh?
All right. What else? I'm just reading the @Pwnishers here because it's easy to read. Can you put a beach
Ç'është
down
përndave këto,
below where the character's looking. Yeah, as long as you maintain a sense
Orange.
of depth. Like a lot of these are going to
Orange,
answer can be yes, as long as you follow the
Pra
rules.
mbanden
Max
community
Jones, what are some
on
of the
Reddit. Okay, da shoh
qualities our render will be judged on?
Jo,
Hey,
ja,
great
do-
question, my friend.
Në të të ketë lira të paktën bëj çfarë të duash, po këtë për ta degenerua këtë vet atë librarinë e Mixaumës. Degenerim total shok.
Deadline day, March 9th, okay? I'm going to download all of
Nuk
your
e di, do
renders,
shoh
thousands of renders. We'll get them
unë
downloaded.
fakt do shoh edhe ca vende të tjera për atë.
I'm going to throw them into DaVinci.
Qoftë doni,
and
ju
we're
sugjeroj
gonna start
këta.
watching them, every single one.
Hello
Play.
Rococo,
And
kur
it's gonna be
shkarkoni
myself
programin ka
and
ca animacione
the
të
Cham'S
gatshme,
team
nuk e di atleti
and,
ti eksportosh, por do mundohem ti
judges,
eksportoj.
And we're just going to sit there and we're
Kur
going to have a
shkarko
good time.
programin e
It's
Rococos,
the best time.
edhe
I love
aty
it.
ka ca animacione që janë super.
And we go through, and usually the first thing, by the way, our goal when we're watching all of these is to pick like a top 200 that we can whittle down to a top 100. So what we're looking for when we're choosing those top 200,
Ja, se postova
the
tani
first thing
atë.
that
Po, e
pops
pash.
out is like
pash, po.
lighting.
Yes. Po
Një
po
ide
çan
për
çan
këtë.
bukur
The
këto.
first thing would be lighting.
Kjo është
So
reale,
it's
kjo
very important.
Po.
Immediately, good lighting. will
Interesante
catch
çan ke
your
përdor
eye,
për vete këtë.
right? When you're looking at a bunch of renders
Po
that
mendoj.
Shif
You
që
know,
mund
maybe
krijosh. Ke
are a
çati
bit
këtu
more
në
washed
Discord.
out or just, you know, no,
Çan
good
ide
lighting
të
with
bukur.
good contrast. It's punchy, right? It has.
Ariel, po të
and it
futesh ke
doesn't have
çatim
to be
Discord,
colored, right? 'Cause
ku
there's
jemi
even
live
black
ke
and white
sinemaja,
renders
mund
come through.
shofish këtë pjesë të
But
që
it's
ka
the
shpërndar.
lighting that is key. That's the
Orange.
first thing when I see frame
Portocali.
one, boom, lighting. And that will make us pause and watch it again. We'll watch it again because the lighting is good. We'll be drawn in, okay? Next, from there, I think the next thing is probably like render quality and composition. So if you have janky simulations or janky animation, and that's actually a good thing, is animation. Poor animation will be like, I don't know, it's like having a brand new car with a big old scrape across the side. It's tough. It's tough. So animation is another big one. If you're going to be animating a lot, especially character stuff, just pay extra attention to it. Use the tools available to you. Rococo is one of our sponsors. They got a lot of awesome tools for helping you animate your characters a lot easier, making it a bit more smooth, right? And also, don't take on too much. We're gonna get into. We'll get onto that side. We'll get into tips and tricks on these challenges here. But yes, lighting is what catches our eye. Once we're looking at it a couple times, we're looking for how's the animation, how's the render quality, how's the composition, how's the color.
Drite, gjendot ku është kjo godina?
We're trying to work
Ti që
out
shpërndave në
there's
Discord?
any jankiness in
Po,
this.
që duket shu
And then,
super futuristike.
The final like
Mos më duket super
Sticking point.
futuriste, më duket se ato
that
vendet
will really make us go like
e
wow,
shkretuara nga
is story.
nga ato.
Mirë,
It's the
po.
long
vendet-
lasting
Dizajni
one,
duket
okay?
futuristik.
Lighting
Po.
is-
Nga vendet e
is how you
bashkuara
get
të
in the door,
Rusisë.
right? But
Ja. Kjo është
story
Kjo
is
është
how
në
you
Afrikë.
stay
Më
put, okay?
frik.
If you
Në
have
Afrikë
some
në Jugut,
sort,
në
so-
Johannesburg.
some sort of reason justifying your art, you don't need
Pa
much,
në nej jam
okay?
kin të thoja. Ta e
you
të më
might
shku
just
me
need
pa
a little
humnerat, ku ka
something,
në
a little
humnerë
extra
bukur ta
little
bëjmë këtu.
bit, little piece that makes
kam bërë
you
dokumentar
just
për
be like,
këtë.
wow, I
Pa.
get it, I get it.
Shumë interesant.
There was from Luigi.
Qovin,
our first
thonë
player
po
from
mendoj
the
edhe të
Eternal
bëj një
Sin.
botë
Someone
kështu, një
could
botë të
do
deformuar që shkon drejt cilësisë. Ose sikur shef një galaksi aty poshtë.
Luigi-
Na ajo do ishte bukur, të bësh një
He
galaksi.
did this one, Eternal Ascent, right? So it was like the walking one, walking up, and
Atë planetin e thesarit edhe.
it was like a kid walking up towards some soldiers,
Ja, sa jam pa.
like looking out.
Vetëm po të më tregosh me foto, ndoshta.
Ndoshta se mban mend ta kam parë të gjithë, super animacion.
And the kid had his arms up like this, and he was balancing a soccer ball on his head, but because he was facing his back was to the
Kujtoj
camera,
fituesin e
walking
sfidës
steps
tonë
towards
të
the soldiers.
3D Albanian
On his
Challenge
back was
Eh,
a bomb.
që
It was like tick, 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 tick.
është një funerale në vret.
So if he didn't have
Një armik
just
aty.
that, it would be like a okay,
Mund ta përdori prapë si
beautiful, it looks
animacion për
really
atë.
nice.
Për këtë sfidën.
The animation's great. It's top 100 for sure. But if it didn't have that bomb there, that bomb was the story element that just, that's why he got first place, because the story was so strong. And it, of course, looked beautiful and, you know, all that. So that's a long answer to your question. Lighting gets you in the door. It catches our eye when we're going through all the renders. And then render quality, composition, color, animation, right? All that stuff is going to give you points, get you up. But if the story is there and hits hard enough, then that'll keep you in for sure. So, great question. Great question. All right, what else do we got? I'm going down here and answering questions from you guys.
Mund ta bësh inverse. Për shembull, në thellësirën mund ta bësh jo të errë, por ta bësh të ndriçme. Edhe duhet të ketë thesar aty poshtë.
Does the character have to be a humanoid, or can it be an animal or other? Yeah, it could be an animal. It could be a ladybug. It could be a tiger. You know, like that's your character, right? If it's an animated movie and it's all animals, like those are your characters, right? Can the foreground shelf shape be changed? We're getting that a lot. Maintain its visual weight. That is the answer. Maintain its visual weight in the composition.
Okay.
Which means if I wanted to make this like a viewing deck of a laboratory, right? There would be modules here. There'd probably be glass here. There'd be, you know, a marble floor. There'd be some other scientists here. And so yeah, technically you're changing the shape of it, but like you're maintaining its visual weight. That is what we're trying to get at. Again, examples. Look at Infinite Journeys, the window. That window shape changes throughout the renders, but it's maintained its visual weight throughout the scene. Look at, what's another visual weight one? Alternate Realities, this one. Look at that one. There's a sphere in the top right that has to be incorporated in the render. That sphere is changing depending on your render, but its visual weight is maintained. Thank you, Ronan. He just threw the FAQs down in there. Could be nice. And by the way, guys, like when we're building these challenges, we're trying to come up with these questions before you guys ask them, and so that we can answer them in the FAQs. But these are a lot of good questions, and we'll add them to the FAQs if we're getting some that we don't have yet. So I really appreciate you guys helping us out with this. I wish we could have like a focus group where we could give them the template, have them make sense of it, and then we make the challenge more clear and better and as best we can. That's always the goal. But then it's like, okay, those people who we gave that to, they can't really participate now because, or they can't win because they got the thing early. Answer more questions. Can you use a different aspect ratio? No, you may not use a different aspect ratio. That is part of the technical specifications. Can we get an FBX or USD file and template? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Connor is on it, and that will be posted in the Chasm's Call announcements channel on the Discord side. So for any updates throughout this month, you'll want to go to the Discord side of things, link down below. We have these public Chasm's Call channels there, where you guys should be there anyway, because that's where the community is. That's where we'll all be during the month, hanging out with y'all, taking a look at your art and all that good stuff. But we'll drop it in. We'll drop it ASAP in there. I'd be surprised if it wasn't in there by the time the stream was over. Okay. Is camera shake allowed? Yeah, camera shake is allowed. That's okay.
Okay. Zjarrni, kjo është e bukur.
What was the password for the employee portal? There was many passwords, but the first password, I believe, was Penguin. Sure. Boople Docs. I like that.
Bubble ducks.
Can we change which direction up is? Go for it. Go for it. If you have a crazy galaxy brain idea
Aia që
on
the
how
shpar
to
ti,
make the
ta bën
template
kundër.
work in some crazy flipped crazy way, go for it. Just make sure you maintain the sense of depth. Keep that depth in there and get a character on that foreground shelf. And I think you'll be good. I'm excited to see what you do with it. How do you prove that our scene
E ke
isn't
parë të
using
filmin
generative
3
AI?
2020?
Kë?
Well, we're not running it through
Ata Judge Dredd,
like a
po
filter that checks
Judge
to
Dredd.
see if it's AI.
Jo.
But
po kanë e
if
kanë
you
rit
wanna
në atë
try
Sylvester Stallone që ka qenë
and
filmi vjetër.
sneak
Ma
some
dërgoj he.
AI past
E
like
kanë bërë remake, edhe do të dërgojnë.
Sa
VFX,
po shoh tani një kosisht edhe
like,
ata
8
që
VFX
dërgove
artists
në
who have
në
been
Discord.
doing this for
Ata në Afrikë,
nearly 20 years.
veni që
Go
ditë
for
shumë
it.
çanga.
That's on you. If we find you,
Mirë pas të shku mejnë për të.
delete it. And
Johannes
I've been
Burg ka qenë
finding stuff. I've been finding stuff on Etsy.
super ky
I've
qytet,
been
po
finding stuff on
e shkatroi
Instagram.
korrupsionin.
I've been finding stuff at the
Është bërë si
farmers
Shqipëria.
markets.
Po.
It's rampant out there, guys. It's bad. I just want to make
Ata në mirë tash në këtë.
like
Që
a
thotë.
sticker pack that just says AI, like a red circle with AI on it, and put it on stuff. Because people should know when they're at the farmers market, and they're or not the farmers market, but like the swap meets, the antique swap meets, and they're looking at these antique posters and they're AI generated. No, people should know that it's AI. So I'll sniff you out. I swear, I'll sniff you out. If it's not me, it's gonna be Fabricio. It's gonna be Visual. It's gonna be Sam Gorski. I don't know, but we'll find you. We will delete you. Oh, by the way, outside of that, there's no Pit of Despair this time. So guys, don't
What?
worry. Yes, you heard me. There's no Pit of Despair this time. So, like, what does that mean? What does that mean? Okay, so the people, usually in the past, the people who don't follow the tech specs, if you're 1 frame off, if your resolution is 1 pixel off, if you, I don't know. If your frames per second is 23,976 and not 24, deleted, right? So we were really harsh on that, and I think that gave a lot of people anxiety.
Po.
And we had some kings fall. We had some top dogs fall to the Pit of Despair. This is the Pit of Despair challenge. I guess everyone is in the pit. We're all in the pit this time. I didn't. Dude, that's crazy. So what we're doing this time around, guys, is this. To make top 100, you still have to follow the rules in the tech specs. If you're 1 frame off, or if you're blah 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 blah, you gotta ace it. You gotta ace the tech specs if you're trying to get into top 100, and especially if you're trying to win top 5. But if you're 1 frame off, your resolution's weird, you're not being thrown in the Pit of Despair and removed from the All Renders challenge. But I'm just gonna take those artists and I will put them at the end of the All Renders montage to include everybody, because I think it's more important to.
Se ka pas not.
I don't want you guys stressing out about pixels, okay? I would rather you be a little more calm about it and having fun with just creating the art and all that stuff. Definitely try to get all that stuff in. Like we don't want to like have this mean that everyone just cares less about.
Vetë kanë qenë stresuar shumë herën e fundit.
Um,
Okej, kam rregull, ta
hopefully that
kontrollova
helps
aty në After
everybody.
Effects 7 herë para se më e dërgu.
Kind of smooths it out. Answering more questions. All right. Arlie just wants to make sure again. So you can switch back to desktop.
Edhe ti rreth ti Endrit, ja kishe djegur ca.
You just want to make sure
Se
again,
mungoni
for the
frame.
hole in the background, can it be changed from its shape or size? The important thing is that there is a sense of depth, right? You're 100% right. So, I think the best way, yeah, no, I'll just say that. Yes, you're 100% right. The
Jam
hole
shumë i
is
sigurt se
not
në Europë
in the do not touch folder. It's just in an examples and idea starters. Okay, so like if we have removed all of this, You still have to include a character somewhere in here, right?
Jam shumë I sigurt se në Europë
Anywhere.
kështu ka për të bën në
Anywhere on the
përbindesh që po ngjitet sipër.
Um,
E vdekur.
And you just submitted this into a dark void, then yeah, that would follow rule number 3. But like, you know, would it be a good render? I don't know. Maybe you have some idea where a dark void is the move. And I feel like there are some ideas that I'm already seeing stuff here where like, oh man, so cool. Let's see. Yeah, you can, you know, just have it be like terrain or something down here. Let's get this. Let's get this out here. So yes, you don't have to include the tube. Every render doesn't have to be a tube render. It could be a landscape, looking down onto a landscape.
And hey,
I know someone brought this
up.
But we have in the starter files, we have this reference folder, and we have these examples, right?
Ja, këtë me planetin që desha bëhë në direkt gati. Dihet një nga idetë më të përhapura kjo. Unë do bëj atë planetin aty që I vjen një raketë në shpërtha këtë planeti, shpërndahet në 400 pjesë. Yep.
Right, so you can see how you can kind of switch it up. As long as there's a sense of depth, that's the idea. All right.
Animacionet janë pak shumë ndryshim si mund t'i bëjmë, si mund t'i fusim.
Yeah, you guys can use whatever program you want. It's not a program thing. That's not part of the rules at all. All right. Yes, I'm making art this time, y'all.
Mori referenci.
Ide tjetër
Po
I'm excited too. I'm gonna make an title sequence. With another artist, we're gonna be collaborating on it. Let's see. Yes, indeed. It's with Fabricio. We're gonna be making something together. Me and Fabricio are gonna make a little intro title sequence for the top 100 montage. So I'm very excited for that. And so I'm gonna stick to it. I'm gonna be with you guys making art on the stream here. So it's important for me because it's our 10th one. You know, I've done like half the challenges I think at this point. It's just a lot of work getting to this point where by this point, like last night I barely got sleep. I uploaded the video at like midnight, guys. We cut it close over here. We cut it darn close over here. And we were working away for at least a full month on this, getting this ready for everybody. So we're exhausted. By this point, by launch, we're like, ugh. After this, I'm going to Sam's house and playing music and just tapping out. So it is, I'm excited. I'm excited to be at this point announcing, and I'm going to take the weekend to just be like a freaking corpse so that Monday I can be rejuvenated to make this art, all right, with Fabricio. We're going to do this intro title sequence. Howell says, where can I start on any tutorials? Because I'm a beginner in 3D art stuff. Howell, what program do you use, my friend? Because, man, you know YouTube is a good source to start for tutorials and whatnot. If you're into Unreal Engine, I got you. Unreal Engine tutorials on this channel. Check out William Fauché. Check out Winbush. Those are like the top couple people that I can think of. Let's see. What else? What else can you do? Hit up the community. Go to the Discord. Hit up the community. Visual built out a resources page for you. You can take a look at that. There's some tutorials in there, I believe. There's some defining like what visual weight is and all this and that. Just involve yourself in the community, man. You're in C4D? Okay, Cinema 4D. So you're gonna check out like Grayscale Gorilla, who's one of the sponsors here. You're gonna check out, you can go to mograph.com. There's lots of really good C4D info there. I have a handful of C4D tutorials on my channel. It's kind of what I used. Been using C4D for a long time. It's definitely part of the workflow. So I got you there. Check out Wimbush again. He's definitely a dude to go to. But yeah, Grayscale Gorilla is how I learned how to use Cinema 4D. I remember before I even had the program, I was watching Nick Campbell on flights. I downloaded all of his tutorials, and I was on flights, just like watching tutorials. It was great. And when I came back, it was like the Matrix. I came back and I was like, I know C4D, and I just was like, I know where everything is. It was cool. All right. Let's see. Can you use Legos? Of course you can use Legos. What's the rule on sound? I mean, you can add sound, but it will not be judged with sound, and it will not be used in any of the montages because I'm replacing it with music. You can do sound design for yourself, and you can use it for your reel, and if you want to have fun with sound,
atë
go for it.
soundit të skerf. Ata çunat që kena ke Discord.
All right, great question. So what's depth? I guess it's the relationship. Depth is like a relationship between two things. In this case, the foreground and the background. There's lots of depth here, right? If I don't know. I feel like Unreal, it's gonna be easier to use Unreal for this. Let's do that. Let's talk about depth in Unreal Engine.
Ata që përdorin Unrealin, shifni.
So if I have, I don't know, let me try and get an asset in here. What's the quickest way? Let me do something. Let's get a sphere down in here. It's just distance, right? You want distance between the foreground and the background. And it's like, what's the minimum amount of depth I can use? Like, that's kind of on you. That's kind of up to you to decide how much depth you want to add. But like, there's definitely depth going on.
Ta pyesim pak herë, inshallah I shkoj jo kamera lart.
What would be depth? Okay. Let's see. Let's delete this. Let's hide the tube. Let's get a plane out here. Where you at? Right, this is just a white. I don't know what this is or what it could be. Yeah, I don't know about much depth going on here. We can grab some cubes. Is there depth in this scene? I guess depth exists, but it's not really
Strong enough.
It's not the kind of depth we're going for. Yeah, I guess it's too shallow here. It's not really, to me, it's not a very, I wouldn't use depth to define. This scene has a lot of depth. I don't think this scene would have a lot of depth. But, you know, get rid of this plane, and I mean, it has a lot more depth than the previous example. So I get that it's kind of like a, you know, it's like, what's the threshold for depth? I don't know. That's to be decided by you. To me, I don't think this scene has much depth. I wouldn't really count this as much depth going on. If you tilted this like downwards and like, I guess you wanted to see a little bit into the deep background. I guess that might be another way to explain depth, you know. You could, I mean, this is cool. It could start this could be like a trash chute, and it goes like, it opens up like, and everything falls in. Like, that could be sick. That would have some depth to it, absolutely.
Shana thot një gjë për lentën e kamerës.
Yeah, you can use existing IPs. For sure.
Yeah.
We're personally like more drawn to...
Se di ku I shef ky, ai shef duket atje ke Discord I shef mesazhin.
Existing IPs, but original stuff, I think it slaps a little bit more. Like here's 2 examples right here. Soto, do you want to switch over to full screen? This is from Scott. Shout out to Scott. This is his own little character. It's based off Mega Man and Final Fantasy, I think. He painted it and everything, and it was part of his... Which one? Was it Infinite... No, it wasn't Infinite Journeys. It may have been Eternal Ascent, his character from that. And it's an original character that he built out. I'm like, that's so cool. And then, oh boy, his legs just snapped off. Scott, I'm gonna have to get some super glue. And then we have this. Fabricio. This little guy here. I don't know. Like, this is reminiscent of things I've seen. But it's not Batman. It's not Spider-Man. That's for sure. We got a super chat from old Steve. What do we got? What do we got? Hydrate. Thank you, my friend. I've been talking for far too long. I appreciate that. He just wanted to say that someone should do Jules Verne's Journey to the Center of the Earth. That would be perfect. Maybe someone will. You know, you mentioned one thing on these live streams. Everyone does it. You know, we call it the plant in the box. That's what we had there's too many challenges at this point. During alternate realities, this one. Right? Walk into the side. I was giving examples. It's the garbage chute, right? We're gonna have someone do a garbage chute thing. There's too many people. Not too many people. There's so many people during these challenges that it's bound to happen. You mention an example, someone will do it. And I think it was on a stream I mentioned you can put a plant. I was like, what's a story? What's a story? I don't know. It could be a plant in a box and everything else is dead. And then someone went for it. And it's very possible that we could both have the same idea. We'll probably see a lot of that, but it happens. Yeah. Oh yeah, my friend, let's hydrate. Thank you.
Na do të më ditë për atë punën e lentës më të.
I didn't get enough of this stuff yesterday.
Me atë lentën mund të ndryshojmë shumë më shumë atë. Ne I çon dot download file në Discord po direkt. Okay, ja, do ta dërgojmë tani.
Yeah, guys, depth. I don't know. Looking down into anything is what we're going for.
Ç'a file apo ja, po ti dërgoj gjitha.
Name, Chasm's Call. It's in the template. It's in the examples. What about the camera lens?
Shqyrë e lexojmë në fund atë mesazhin tim.
No. What about it? All right, by show of hands, you guys don't have to share your ideas if you don't want to, but by show of hands in the chat, who has an idea they're excited about working on? By show of hands.
No, u trash komplet.
All right, Guy. You got Guy. Yeah, your character can lay on the floor. Yes, they can be looking across the landscape. All right, we got some hands. We got a little half hand. Not yet. We got some. All right, yeah. All right, you guys got some ideas. That's good. That's what's up.
Ja, dërgoj direkt më kështu. Apo ja. Csak kakjamosak. Ezt bekupte.
Hit me with an exclamation point.
Ведь я dau pentru schon necet już prendałem to. Folder 5 to get link. Copy to. Jag har bepratat.
If this is your first challenge, and I welcome all the first timers out there, I really appreciate you. To see them. It's good to see them. To all of these people, this next bit is for you, okay? First off, thank you for coming down to do this. I'm sure you've heard of these things before. You've been like, oh, I've been trying to do one. This month is the month, okay? This is the time. This is the 10th one. It's a very important one. It's a special one. I mean, it's not important. At the end of the day, what really is important? Anyway, I digress. It's a special one because it's our 10th one. We've been doing it for 5 years. And, yeah, I welcome you guys to the community. And, yeah, so what would I say to the people doing this for the first time? Have fun with it, okay? Don't try and do something way beyond where you're at right now. Have fun with it. Don't judge it too much. Don't put so much pressure on it. Just have fun and chip away at it gradually. You know, don't save it all for the end. Try and find an idea, maybe not your first idea and maybe not your second idea, but what I would do is find a friend, even someone on the Discord server perhaps, that you can maybe hop into a voice chat with and talk about ideas that you guys are having and brainstorm together. Get in a group of 2 or 3 people that you trust, and I guess you don't have to trust them, but someone you feel comfortable brainstorming your ideas with the goal of sifting through a lot of ideas. And then you can kind of pull out the little nuggets. You can write down which ideas stick with you the most. And ask yourself, is there story involved in this idea? Why are you drawn to that idea? And do some journaling on it. Pen and paper even, if you can. And I think that'll help you guys out. For the people who don't want to do this with a friend, sit down with a pen and paper and just write out what you're thinking. First thoughts, right? First impressions on the template. Just start writing things down. Free write for 10 minutes. Come back and highlight the things that stand out to you in that free write. So you're just trying to get all your ideas down, not just your first idea. You don't just want your first idea, okay? And who knows, your first idea might be the one, but sift through a bunch of others before you do that, okay? You don't have to decide on an idea immediately, okay? The deadline is in a month from now, but you should probably have, within the first week, you should have a good idea of what your idea is, and start kind of playing with that in your mind. Play it with it in a block out. Try and get a block out of that idea that you gravitated towards, and see how it feels. There's gonna be a lot of pushing and pulling, a lot of trial and error and playing along the way here. But at the end of the day, as long as you guys are having fun and learning a bit more about your program and, you know, meeting the community, that's the whole point. And if you can submit something by the end, it'll be in the montages, guaranteed this time. No pit of despair. You guys aren't gonna fall in. We got you. There's a safety net down there. Can the character be smaller, like a cat? That's a good question. Yeah, as long as it's not like a ladybug, and it's like if you zoom into that 1 pixel, you can see my character. It's like, no, just make sure your character is like clearly your character. Okay, so like, what does that mean? If there's a cat down there, like if you're gonna do a scene from like Stray or something, shoutouts, one of my favorite games ever. then yeah, just make sure your cat is like clearly your character. You know, make sure they're not in the shadows, and like I don't want to be looking for a character and be like, oh, there they are in the shadows. You have to watch it 2 times to see it. No. They should be pretty clear. So yeah, that's my answer on that. Oh, can you change the lens of the camera like having a fisheye? Yeah, you can have a fisheye effect. Just be careful of like how much it bows out that foreground. So play with it. Yeah, if you wanna fisheye your camera so hard that it bows out the foreground to fit that shape. Hey, you know.
Okej.
Maybe.
Jeg kam një ide të na u përgjigj në komentet më në fund. Jeg kam një ide të bukur për
You have
këtë.
a crowd of characters walking along the shelf? Absolutely. Absolutely. Can it be on an aircraft? Probably. Yep. Alright, any more advice to people doing this for the first time? Yeah, I think back to that point of like try and stay within, like, work toward your strengths. That's another thing I would do, is work toward your strengths. What do you naturally gravitate towards, and what do you enjoy? Do that. But challenge yourself, push yourself.
Tani
a little
se më
bit
shpëtoi
further.
dhe se
Okay, I
dëgjova.
think if we can all push
Lëvizja e
ourselves
kamerës tash
20%
me sa kuptova,
deeper into our practice, then that's great.
fillimi dhe fundi nuk ndryshohet. Duhet të jetë ajo që t'jep ky. Pastaj
don't
mund t'japi
try and
shake,
take on
pra
some
drizje
insane
ose
thing,
si
like
t'jep tërmetin e gjatë
80%
tjetër, por jo gjana që janë
outside of
shumë
your
të
ability. 'Cause that's
gjana
gonna
që
be-
ndryshojnë shumë atë
it's gonna be really
templatein.
tough.
Mund ta lëvizësh për
It's
pak.
gonna be a lot
Mund
of
bësh shake,
careful and-
mund bësh afrim ndoshta
That's
pak
my-
fare dhe mund ta largosh prap,
That's my advice to you.
por jo shumë.
We take assets we use for other stuff and implement them here, like a character I've already made, and modify them. Yeah, that's cool. I don't think there's any rules, guys, on like assets or anything like that. Besides no AI, no generative AI. That's the
Yeah.
only rule.
Mirë ka bëu dhe me
That side of
këtë.
things.
AI.
Can the camera view be more of an angle out into the distance instead of down into the pit? No, you cannot touch the camera. So Chasm's call template, do not touch the camera, right? It's in there. You can't touch the camera. Part
Por
of the
thot
template.
you can
What you
not
can do
touch
is
the
you can
camera.
take
Ja,
the tube and you can like move it like this or something. I don't know.
Edhe tek sfida më përpara, ku ishte Kinetic Rush, unë e kam bërë lëvizjen e kamerës dhe prap u pozicionova. Kjo vendi
What would this be?
kom vendosi. Që isha i
You
pari
guys know
tek
Paul Chadison?
lista e top
I
all
don't know if I'm
renders.
saying his name right.
Vendosa një shake të
Could be like a
kamerës
spaceport.
që sepse ndodhte një tronditje, por që
Looking out
nuk
into space.
ma pranoi atë.
Observation deck kind of vibes. Lots of cool
Edhe
ideas.
në fillim fare e shpjegoj atë pjesën që do e kalem pasi të mbaroje,
Could be
pasi të
curvature
mbaroj
of the
gjithë
Earth
do e
down
kalem
here.
dhe ja atë pjesën e kamerës.
So that could be looking out into the horizon technically. Let's try it. I don't know. I want to see. This is gonna be a plant in the box for sure. Shoot.
Template-i këtë vit është shumë i thjeshtë.
Oh, what is
Nuk e
it?
di,
Is it shift?
vetëm
You hold
për t'i
shift,
dhënë
you hold
play,
shift?
për
Yeah,
ndërtu
okay.
skenën pak a shumë si ai që bëna unë me atë, me My Little Space. Thjesht ndërtoni skenën, tjerat janë gati të gjitha.
Alright, this is gonna have to
Pastaj
go so
animacione
far
tjera
out
mund
into the
shtoni vetë.
distance.
Pritësh. Për ato që duhet template-i, ja e keni këtu te chati, keni linkun që e shkarkova në template-in dhe e keni gati për të marrë pjesë. Ose ndryshe do të futeni tek website-i dhe e keni këtu. Klikoni thjesht butonin download. Përshën tregoj unë atë
Yeah, it's gonna be
Pwmisher. Okay. Kinetic Rush. këtu do t'jem unë. Atëherë, tek dorëzimi im, që do t'jeti pari, dallohet që është një kamera shake, dashosh, sa është. Edhe ja, kjo është puna ime. Edhe këtu ka qenë që nuk duhet prek kamera. Por nëse e dallon me vëmendje, kamera ime lëviz të ndjek personazhin sipër dhe zbret për poshtë dhe ecën.
Pretty sweet.
Ndërkohë që template ka qenë si puna e kësaj. Vetëm vjet drejt kamera. Nuk lëviz fare.
You know, who knows?
Pra, me këtë lëvizje që kam unë te kamera është pranu submission.
Many ideas, y'all. Many ideas. All right, my friend. Yes, move your clothes to the dryer. I'll get some more water.
Në këtë rast çka ka bëu? Kamera nuk e ka lëviz, por që ka krijuar iluzionin sikur për lëviz duke animu këtë skenën mrapa, këtë tubin e madh që ka vendosur.
Before I close out, I'll show you guys my
Është kryesisht një iluzion.
little music setup.
Sikur po lëviz kamera, por kamera nuk lëviz.
This guy.
Pra ti nëse do ndërtosh një landscape aty poshtë dhe do një lëvizje pak më ndryshe që zbulohet pak më shumë se
In the 2 years I've been messing around with music stuff, it's like the ultimate culmination of everything I've learned so far.
Skena.
Perfect little setup. So I'll share that with you guys before I go. Can the character on the edge be huge so you only see their hands gripping the edge? This dude's trying to do an Attack on Titan render. I would say you need to include like
just a moment orange
basically like
që në fillim thash patjetër të dalin një që të bëjnë një gjigant
out in the distance.
Giganti 1, planeti 2 dhe qyteti 3 janë do jenë rendrat më të shpërndarë të gjithë.
The ledge.
Ta vodhi ide.
Like that's pushing it hard, dude. Does that count as
a nevojë me vjen I kam rrugë. Ka plot.
If a giant is touching it with his little finger, I'd probably put another character on that shelf. Yep, that's just me.
Ja, mua më kujtoi përpara sikur është e goja e një krijese.
A di çfarë skena kanë për të bë atë të Attack on Titan, që është ai herëni që do e haja ai giganti. Është ai giganti që do të herëni. E ke të vdekur që do bëhet.
I don't know enough about Cascader.
Well,
that's not really what we were talking about when we were talking about generative AI. I'm talking about typing in a prompt and getting an image back. Like, of course we know RotoBrush is AI assisted. We know content aware fill is AI assisted, like that kind of stuff. I'm not really thinking of those things. But that's a good FAQ. Then visual, if you guys are in here, can we add that to the FAQs, like for AI? Like, what about RotoBrush, Cascader, that kind of things? And I would say generally, yeah, that's chill, but we can talk about it.
Cascader kam dhënë atë. Kam menduar ta përdor, po jo për momentin.
Yay! Carly Fetz, you hadn't been able to join in the past, but this time you're around. I love it. I love it. What percentage should be 3D? Is like heavy composite acceptable? That would be sick. You know, we've seen some people composite some cool stuff in there. Oh, we got another hydrate. Look, I'll give you a hydrate, and I'll give you some hacky sack because I see you're a fan of one of my favorite musicians. Yes, Steven Wilson, definitely a huge fan. I don't know, any Steven Wilson fans out there?
Po, tham se I di drejt plus 2 si
I don't know if you guys know who that is.
He
was like the head dude for a band called Porcupine Tree. They're like prog rock. Then he went out on his own and did some really crazy albums.
Por që dy, besoj se që dy janë për
ditë. Collab albums with Opeth and whatnot. Yeah, he's one of my favorites. He's one of the best. But yes, to Steven Wilson.
Kur bëjmë në sfidën tonë të
Shqipëri. Ed up in here. What up, Ed?
Që do jetë një muaj kështu. Besoj se një nga çmimet do jetë printim falas.
Porcupine Tree fan. That's awesome. Super cool.
Një printim falas nga Ne, besoj. E di.
Pse bleve ti?
Skylar,
bleta.
I'm gonna see
Çfarë
you
s'kam
later this
printuar
year as
ato?
well. At the
Qa ke
Winter.
printu? Ke printu në shpat në i gjë.
Kam printu i dragua.
Yeah, Blackfield. Yes, I'm a fan as well.
E
of
kam
course.
printu 3 herë.
Communion, everything.
E
he
kam
does.
printu i herë prej
Doli
Peçiklasit.
keq.
Jo, i herë prej Peçiklasit që është i dukshëm. E i herë kështu. Normalisht.
Yeah.
I kolon, i vazo.
Gavin Harrison, he's one of my favorite.
Edhe-
criminals. So a lot of people, they're like, "Who are you talking
Po
about?"
tentoj me printu edhe një
Yeah,
karakter.
Gavin Harrison, he's one of
Guts,
the
got berserk.
best drummers. I think one of the all-time greats. That dude's insane. Deadwing, yes, one of the best albums ever. So good.
Ka mundësi të printoj
Po,
një vazo për
shmerëzi?
momin. Po merzi.
Okay, we
Ken-
saw Porcupine Tree
Po
at
atë
Shriek.
është me
We were
rezolucion
both
14
there
kë.
then.
Që nuk e shef dot
We
atë.
were both there. I love
Nuk
it.
e shef
man.
dot
That's
shtresa.
cool. That's cool.
Po e
What
bleve?
up, Christian?
Në kin.
What's up, son? We got Christian in the house, also part of the challenge team. Shout out to you, Christian, for helping like gather all the sponsors together. Man, there's a lot of info, a lot of prizes, a lot of links. Woo! But I said I'd get you some hacky sack, alright? So let's do it.
Alright, do ta
that's
blej
it.
në një
Let's
tavolinë
see.
si kjo që rrim
I don't
kam
know.
por se
What's
to
our
ne ta
record?
ditëm
Like
ka vike bash
35 or
putëm.
40 or something? Let's see what we
Po
can
që
get.
se ke
One try,
kushtet,
one try.
blije është e të mëzdoshme.
Jo kështu që rrim kamp nga këto që ulen e ngrihen.
Po pra ato janë.
Po pra po.
Rri ullur, rri ngritur.
Ja.
7.
A ba gjithat lek për burs, ku ta marrin. Mira është më e pas po.
Duhet ta shohësh me perspektivë se atë nuk e ke për një muaj, e ke për
E di sa që nuk e
e
kam
ke
për
për
mua.
5-6 vjet.
Po e ndi fut do lek makinës se më duhet se ma prish makina më cop cop. Edhe
40 ain't bad. 40 ain't bad.
na duhet me në rregullën e makinën. Dhe me lëviz. Pastaj duhet me investu prap te challenge o zot. Se di se da bëj challenge-in tjetër.
Here, bud.
Do bica sponsorat fuqishëm që nuk do ja kujtoj tani,
He's-
por që do
he's
ketë
doing his
sponsora.
thing, man. He's doing his thing.
Me shpresa do investohet goxha që të ketë fitime, e të ketë çmime të mira, e të ketë për shumë veta, jo vetëm për 5 vendet e para.
Alright, y'all.
Të
Po
ketë
këto mure do
çmime.
t'i bësh si
What
punë
else we
ti.
got? I don't think there's much
Some
left I
more
can do here for
E
this
ka
stream
bërë
because
si japonez dhe kështu mure prej
I've answered
letre.
a lot of
Ah,
questions.
mure.
We
I hapsh
talked
si
about
sitar.
that. We're gonna get you that
Ja,
FBX
do
we
bëj
had
kështu.
already.
Jo nga ana e konstruktive, se s'ka mundësi se do shumë. E
We played
shumë
hacky
por
sack,
që
we hydrated.
do bëj një zonë që do kem vetëm figurina,
What else? We've
edhe
gone
një zonë që do kem
over
vetëm
the
postera,
website
edhe një zonë që do kem vetëm libra.
together. I know a lot of you
Edhe
guys
i
are gonna
zonë
have
për
like,
shpatat, se
can I do
kam
this?
ca
Can I
shpata
do
këtu në
that?
shtëpi.
Questions until
Shpata
forever.
katana kështu gjë.
The answer is probably yes. Yes. Ask in the
Give me
Discord
a
server, ask in chat, like, you guys will start to get a feeling of this, like, look at the past challenges, look at the rules. Alright, answering some more questions. What do I do between challenges like this? I make other videos, I make other art, take breaks. I love rock climbing, I love making music. We'll get you on that music setup. I'm gonna get you on that music setup here in just a second. Is rotoscoping / our hand-drawn frames okay as long as it follows the template? Yes, 100%. We've had people do that in the past. Can we do a camera move if the start and end is the same? No, you cannot. Just if you want to mention that a lot of improvements were from our service.
Me sa duket ata për
Yeah,
kamerën,
okay.
sa po e neglizhoj.
Good.
Mund t'i
point.
bësh vetëm në i
So
shake,
we're
në i
also
tronditje, në i
gonna
gjë
do,
kështu, por
so we did a survey, right? After
nuk
Kinetic
besoj në i
last
gjallë
time.
shumë të madhe.
We asked you guys like,
Shumë
what can we
pak.
improve on and whatnot. And I think not having the pit of despair came from that. We're not doing
Jo
that
më
this time.
lvizi kamerën e fillim.
And
Cool,
we're
Philip.
also gonna
Mund
take
mund
2
ta
weeks
bësh
between
kamerën, ta lëvizësh anash.
submission
Po pra, mund ta lëvizësh
2 weeks
shumë
before
pak,
the
pra
deadline and
kishte
the
kishte
top
një
of the
diçka
review.
këtu,
So we're
ose
taking
mund
2
ky është një
weeks
efekt
as opposed to 1 week.
iluzionues.
and we're
Oh,
going to
thank
do
you.
the judging stream
Sikur po
and the top
lëviz
100
kamerën
montage
ndryshe, por
released on the same
se
day.
kryesisht duhet që
2 weeks
ketë atë
after
tranzicione smooth
the
nga
deadline. Okay, that way
nga
it's a bit more chill on our side.
nga
It's not
projekt në projekt.
scrambling to get these renders out and
Po, nuk
get
e di
everything
si
judged
quhet
and all this and
veprimi
that.
po
So
pan. Ke pra si të lvizësh
E,
that's
po.
gonna help.
anash.
That's gonna help.
Por nuk duhen gjana ekstreme, po kryesisht duhet të rish Duhet rish tek kjo këtij, po e tha tani që nuk lejohet.
Does the depth have to be there from the start?
Por jam
or
i
can a
sigurt
hole
që
form after a
me
while?
pak fare nuk ka problem.
I think as long as it's there for the
So unë do
majority
të
of
tentoj
your
për
render,
vetë,
that's
di fus
cool.
në i shake
Like
në
we
gjë,
talked about
varet
a
nga
trash chute, like
skena që mund bëj.
opening up and dropping trash into a huge pit, or like
Ose di tash
you
çfarë
wanted to
bëjmë
do
në ide të bukur, në ide të lezetshme.
yeah, sinkhole or something, yeah, or a creature bursting out of something, then yeah, that's totally cool.
Pastaj duhet punosh me storyboard, merr lapse letër edhe
Jo, storyboard ja kur ke
Yes, Geogen,
skena.
that's a good one.
Duhet
Geogen's
me
would be a good
punu
one
me
for
një
right
brainstorming. Do të bësh një brainstorming. Ta vëmë që
Alright,
sonte
I
herë,
think,
dalim futemi kërkojmë në internet.
Are you allowed to change the shape
Çojmë
and
që
edge
do
of the
të na
ledge?
dalin ashtu. Kërkojmë një ide.
Maintain its visual weight. That's my answer to that.
Pamjen
You
vizuale
need
do të bëj.
to incorporate it in your render. It is the unifying
$10
element
so
between all the
this
renders.
one join the last few
You're gonna have to
but haven't
change
been able
its
to
shape in the
complete one
sense that
size move in meditation.
if you turn this into anything else besides
Look what you do this with this community.
untextured flat plane, it's gonna change the shape a little bit. So maintain
Por
its
vaj
visual
live
weight.
tjetër
That's
ja
the
futën
answer.
ai 5 që këtij i 10.
Player 4 with the super chat. What do we got? What do we got? A workout.
do bësh flex.
Yes.
Workout i tha.
We'll get a workout, my friend. Player 4, you decide what we do. Are we doing 10 push-ups?
Te
Are we
ky
doing
bak
10
shumë
jumping
që
jacks?
po
Are we
futë
doing
5000
a wall
lekë
sit
do
per
pi
minute? What are we
atë
gonna do?
këshish
Tell
na
me right
ujë
now.
ku dion. Po futë
Um,
10 do bëj
You're super
stërvitje.
excited for this one. I love it.
Do të më bëj
You
non
joined the last few, but hadn't been able to
Qa doni
complete
që
one
bëj?
since moving meditations. I hear you on that, my friend.
Të bëj një
Very determined to finish this
20
submission this
pompa.
time. Love what you do.
Me
for the
5000
community.
lekë më thoni çfarë
Thank
doni
you,
ju. Dejmë 30 pompa kur
for the
dush.
love. Thank you for the kind words. I'm
Ah,
in
do
it with
ahead.
you this time.
T'japim
Foti 5 që ti aty 30 pompa ti jap.
I'm saying it, so I do it. Intro title sequence for the top 100 with Fabricio. We're gonna tackle it together.
Live tjetër
Be a thing.
bashkë me Pwmisher.
Wall sit is always good.
Ne
Alright,
bëj
guys. We're gonna do a
5000
wall
lekë
sit together.
30 pompa.
1 minute.
Ja, ma di.
If you guys have a
2000
wall,
lekë 30 pompa, $2.
let's do it. You have 1 minute. We're gonna set a timer.
Me ta
Josh,
ndjesh
I want-
nga goja.
Parallel. I want your thighs parallel to the ground, else it ain't no wall sit. Anyone who's joining this stream in the next 15 seconds.
njëri
is
hekur
gonna be
veret
like,
e
"What is
tjera
going
dhe
on?"
po që se po ashtu
1
bëhen me
minute,
pull-ups.
Për
Hit
çfarë
your
çfarë ky?
walls right now. In the next 15 seconds, wall sit. Anyone who's joining this stream in the next 15 seconds is gonna be like, "What is going on now?"
Ah. Okay.
Parallel. Go over here. Parallel there. Alright, go for it. 1 minute.
Ah,
Ja,
do
po
rri,
stërvitë,
po
po
po,
stërvit
i
kam.
kanë pa, po i kanë paguajt ata 10 minutë, 1 minutë do rri kështu. A që losur të tjetë toja?
A provoje. Ja, po që se do të tregosh forcën, merri hekur veret e tjera edhe bëj pull-ups.
Sa të nervi, qa dëni me të pa 5 vete aty në kamerë live. Do të atë pikë. A pse, dhe ishtë targetuse, do ishtë targetuse.
Ai duket si u është në banjo.
Për momentin, po, pra ne ta i këta, në minutën e arshëm kush do futet live, thot do doj qa po bën ky.
Ja, këto janë stërvite për ato pjeshkat, ato stërvisin kanë.
Për zatë do të me njësë në servire, jam shnosh e më postë dërësh.
Ja, probleme është që përdor makinë, hiqe makina.
Visible
It's
turret
done.
talent. Yes, and for anyone just joining.
Po pra do të me
stream,
bëj
it's
laq
good to see
Tiranë
you.
në kam për ditë.
Me
We're about to
futboll.
close it out.
Apo,
Good luck on all your renders, guys.
Shefti ka futboll
I'll
në
be
8
here
darkës.
every Friday streaming with you, making art with you. In between then, we'll be on the Discord side of things, so definitely join the Discord and involve yourself in the community. Have fun with this. Take it easy, all right? Take it easy.
Take it easy.
Now, yes. Plan
Ja,
G.
precis,
is
att de
what's
mår
going
med
on.
frukt.
Let's show you this music setup, and we'll close it out.
Po mendoj të bëj edhe një podcast, më shumë mundësi do bëjmë edhe një
So-
podcast me këto.
I started out with like these little pocket operators.
Bëjmë një podcast bukur të lezetshëm me njerëzit që të vinë edhe ftojmë një artist
Kind
të
of moved up to
showcase punët e artistëve.
these. I'll tell you how.
Hikën e $10 ti, super excited. Leo.
Right. This is the setup. Bam, right here. What we got here are these are all from Korg on the top here. These are called the little Volcas. But we got Collider. What's going on? Hold on. What's it gonna be? Please be a stretch.
Sit down or stand up.
Stand up or sit down. All right, here we're gonna.
Një
sit
si kjo
down.
do i bauli.
Po,
what?
duhet një si kjo.
I'm gonna sit down. for a
Qa
moment.
jeta është atje në Amerikë, ti është 3D artist o shokja.
Let me clear
Ke
some space for
mundësi
you, Mike.
edhe të punojsh, edhe ti dedikohesh pasioneve
But you're
tua.
super excited to learn. That's good. Loving the challenges. You learn a lot in the community. That's a lot of fun. I'm glad. I'm
Duket
glad
si
this
bom.
is a good time for you.
Po,
I
për
appreciate
sot.
that.
Cover.
Ja, keti.
Let me get a little sit down. Especially after that.
Po që se do të nisësh ato fitness, ka ndërguar një
That was the thing.
Jo,
program është super efektiv.
jo, në programin e di vetë se kam bërë me vite, stërvitje, po bë një vit
Ah,
që
okay.
nuk...
Jo, mirë, kjo është vetëm për push-ups.
Ua, në
Po,
karrikën
kjo
që
me
zje
ato.
pas të kjo shok.
Në
A kuptoj, jo, karrika, po ngrej qa karrike me nalë cund.
Close the stream out with.
Okay,
little
sure.
shows.
Karrike
Me
profesionist.
matën me
We got a little
karrikën,
portable music thingy.
dal me gjatë karrike
And it's
son.
all velcroed on here, and it's built out of cardboard. As you can see,
Shef, pas
It's
të
all
ndërtu
just,
vetë kjo qa, kuj ka shku me
cardboard
një, shef,
tubes,
si kam
little
shef të kapi
cardboard
që më s'ket.
Po,
box here.
me atë letrën e kuzhinës.
Reinforced.
Ora, dis nuk e ka
and
keq kënë të
plugged
avon
in.
unë këtë
I
pjesë.
love, if you guys know,
I kam
you
tejt
know,
aty
you know,
rrët
but
për
I
rrotull,
love
skandal.
building stuff out of cardboard. So yeah,
Për
what we got
zonë.
going on here.
Shkoj gjej të tubet e shit fos këtë kapit.
Fun fact, I made the music in the announcement video, all 3 songs. The middle song was a jam session with Sam, but it was using this setup. But all 3 songs was using this setup. These are Korg Volcas. They're like little, like $100+ little machines, little synthesizer thingies. This one's a little drum machine. This one's like a bass, and this one is like a, it's called the keys one. And then we got 2 little effects boxes on the sides, and these will affect the sound.
Mirë, po
These
e
make
ke
sound,
njëri
these
ishte
affect the
knaqësi,
sound.
atë linkun e ju dhe
Also
mi e
make
kete
sound.
resources,
Po,
si
po,
rizë.
da marr direkt pastaj edhe që t'ju shkarkoj kushtet falas. E në për ato që po shohin në YouTube, kush falas në Udemy ose Domestika, mjafton të kopjoj linkun dhe t'i bëj share tek kanali on Discord, aty do mundohemi t'ja sjellin falas. Pra që se keni një kurs me vlerë 70.000 like, 80.000 like në gjatë tillë, mjafton të kopjoni linkun dhe ta bani share tek chati dhe ne do mundohemi ta shkarkojmë për free nëpërmjet disa kontakteve që kemi nga ato. Po vetëm se problemi është që mund të shkarkojmë vetëm 2 në javë, nuk kemi mundësi të shkarkojmë më shumë se 2 kurse në javë. Kështu që nëse doni një kurs 2 këtë javë dhe 2 javës tjetër. Pra 2 sot deri dielën, edhe nga hona deri dielën tjetër mund të shkarkojmë edhe 2 kurse të tjera. Kurse Blenderi, kurse After Effects, kurse 3D Max, Cinema, çan kurse në lidhje me 3D. Kurse që janë jashtë 3D-s nuk i kemi ato mundësi. Paktën nga kontaktet që kemi. Kështu që kush do kurse, kopjoni linkin vetëm në Udemy dhe Domestika. Vetëm në këto 2 platforma.
And
Fix
this is
fine.
the
Hajde,
key-
ciao,
this is
Nate.
the keys version
Good
of
night,
that. So
night.
that's the only reason I know about this is because of him. I'm not trying. And basically it's a 4-track thing, right? So you see these colors, right? These 4 colors right here. You can control 4 things. So that's color coded. These little ribbons, yellow is yellow, orange is orange, green is green. And it's all color coded to right here. Yellow is yellow, blah blah blah. That's the setup. It's portable and it's just ran with some USBs and 1 wall plug. That's it. That's the setup. And that is my show and tell. And the end of our stream, y'all. Thank you for being a part of this and for having fun with it. Yeah, because obviously we wouldn't have the montages if it weren't for all you guys being excited about this stuff. So good luck. Have fun. We'll be there with you throughout the week, throughout the month. I'll see you here next Friday. Tell your friends about it. Tell your friends about it. Get them in the 3D. It's super fun. It's the best. Yeah, any other questions I'll answer on Friday, or we'll answer in the Discord. You guys can ask the community as well.
Friday,
appreciate you guys.
Good luck to you.
We'll see you soon. Peace.
Atëherë besoj don do largohem tash dhe shifemi nesër, nga nesër do fillojmë të punojmë brainstorming, besoj të bëjmë, edhe do fillojmë të bëjmë pastaj tentativat e para në 3D, shohim që të mbushim skenën, eksperimentojmë dhe shpresojmë që të kemi bashkëpunim. Punojmë gjithë bashkë në këtë challenge mujor, edhe të shohim ku kemi kapacitetet tona. Kështu që edhe unë po e mbylli, por që do jemi live në Discord, tek kanali jonë Discord, që do jemi në muhabete sipër, ndoshta edhe një mini brainstorming gjatë kohës. Kështu që na ndiqni edhe atje.